Hello and welcome everyone to your favorite show, Soft Signal. My name is Kunal Gaukar, and today we are going to discuss a post-match review between the Test match between England and New Zealand. I have joined here with Shubham and Prasad with me. But before going on, a tragic incident in the sports happened yesterday. Uh, Ericsson, a Danish football player, collapsed on the field, and our Fab Duplessis got a concussion. Both were rushed to the hospital and both are stable now. Fab Duplessis has a concussion with a memory loss, slight memory loss. So we hope both us very speedy recovery and we hope to see them on the field very, very soon. So wish you a speedy recovery. So let's move on to our today's episode. So we have our panelists today, Shubham and Prasad. Will do the post-match review of this test match. So let's begin here with Shubham. So how do you analyze this test match here?
ओके तो सेकेंड टेस्ट मैच में हमने देखा कि किसी की भी टीम से सेंचुरी नहीं दिखा 80+ स्कोर्स थे बट सेंचुरी नहीं दिखा और और एक स्लाइड मेरे को दिखा कि किसी ने फाइफर नहीं दिया फाइफर भी नहीं दिखा और सेंचुरी भी नहीं दिखा तो ये थोड़ा मेरे को बहुत डाइसी लगा ये टेस्ट मैच में बात करें तो इंग्लैंड का परफॉर्मेंस बिलो एवरेज था हाँ उनके नए बैट्समैन थे बट होम कंडीशंस था उन्हें परफॉर्म करना चाहिए था न्यूजीलैंड एब्सोल्युटली स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट साइड दिखा उनका पेस अटैक अभी उनके पास 5 बॉलर्स ऐसे रेडी है जो वर्ल्ड टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप के लिए तैयार है और बैटिंग यूनिट तो उनका फैबुलस है जो भी आ रहा है रस करके जा रहा है तो या दे आर रेडी इनफ to play final.
ओके सो शुभम कह रहा है कि अभी वो लोग ने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दिया और 2 दिन पहले ही टेस्ट मैच खत्म कर दिया ताकि उनको प्रिपरेशन के लिए थोड़ा वक्त मिले तो प्रसाद आपने कैसा एनालाइज किया ये टेस्ट मैच एक
No, England had an advantage. They won the toss and elected to bat first on the day 1 of the morning. So they were eager to score big runs on the day 1 and day 2. But that didn't happen. New Zealand came back harder. Also, with Matt Henry, spell was very good. He picked up some key wickets of Joe Root and Dom Sibley, and also so England got about 300 odd runs. But with the reply, but the New Zealand reply with the bat was even better. I think so. Devon Conway continued his form in this match also and scored an 80 on also the debut the replacement Will Young. Coming as a replacement for Kane Williamson, impress everyone with his batting, and he's a good prospect going forward for New Zealand. And also the experience of Ross Taylor was key. He built a good partnership with Will Young, and he also scored a 80. So all in all, they scored a decent score, and got a lead of something about 85. But then came the collapse of England middle order. They just collapsed like a cards, and they didn't have any replies. So and New Zealand getting it was a target of I think so 38 runs, and New Zealand getting it easily. So it was a New Zealand match all the way. New Zealand had a chance in first test also, but they missed. They got unlucky and they didn't got that win. But they will be very happy with this win moving forward to the World Test Championship final.
Okay, so Shubham, a quick question. I will come to you. That England had a very, very bad match this. But do you think they had a chance in the first test match? But do you think they rushed into drawing the match and they rushed not to play further and they could have won the first match and tied this series?
Yeah, I think in first test match they should have gone for the win. I think in second test match his selection was bit a issue. I think Jack Leach should have played this match. If you look at the opposition bowler spinner Rijas Patel, he picked up 3 wickets. And if you say in England bowling attack, Ollie Stone who bowled 24 overs and gave 94 runs. That is around uh, above 4. So I think if Jack Leach would have played that game, uh, he could have made the game slower and could have picked that wickets I think.
Okay. So, Prasad, you highlighted that they had a very bad collapse, like just playing cards, you said. So, what do you think about the England's batting? What changes they should make, or should they keep aside their rotational policy and bring in their big guns?
Oh, it is an interesting thing, I think so, because the top six batsmen that they played in this match, five of them are their first choice batsmen. So, and they are struggling. So, it is a bit of concern for England side. But I think so. If they got back the Ben Stokes, and also if you add Josh Butler and Bairstow in the batting lineup, they will be okay. But there is a need to improve. They need to improve their batting performance, because in their own condition they are struggling. Then in the next series is against India. The Indians bowling attack is quite good, and they can run through this top order. So they need to improve their game.
Yeah, so very fun thing which you mentioned that we thought that Butler, Ben Stokes, they might come, but as you said that the top five are the actual batsmen. They are the first choice batsmen, and they are only struggling against New Zealand. So no matter who comes, they have to improve their batting lineup. So Shubham, what do you have to say about the form of New Zealand bowlers? They are like they are just bowling bananas all over the pitch.
Yeah, if you compare the top two teams of World Test Championship, India and New Zealand, if you look at their bowling attacks, they are quite similar. If we have the five great bowlers, fast bowlers, New Zealand had also five great bowlers. They are bowling pretty good. Uh, Neil Wagner is an absolute genius. He bowled those hard overs, and the classic duo of Saudi and Bolt. And with addition of Kyle Jamieson, this bowling attacks looks beast. I would give that as beast to the.
Right. So, very good bowling. India must do very brilliantly to tackle this bowling kind. So, Prasad, do you think the New Zealand will predict or might be comfortable with the England pitch, and how it will behave in the Southampton? Will they have to change their strategy, or the strategy will remain the same?
No, they have a slight advantage, considering they have played in England for the half a month or so. So they will have an advantage because their batsmen are in good form, their bowlers are in good form, and everybody is contributing. Even if you look at their bench strength, this in this match, this was not their ideal playing 11. I would say they are given rest to Team Saudi, and then they are given to Colin de Grandhomme and many players. Also, Kane
Williamson,
Williamson.
Williamson.
Yeah. So yeah, they were resting, and still they got that win. So I was very impressed with Tom Litton's captaincy. He brought that key changes at the key time, and he was very impressive. So I don't think there will be any change in tactics. They have advantages, and they will have a slight advantage over India, I think so.
Okay, so you mentioned the bench strength is very strong. That was a coming up question to Shubham. That bench strength of New Zealand had looked very pretty good, and they are doing very solid. So, do you think there will be some doubts in the New Zealand squad, whom to pick, whom to drop, and should we go with the experience or should we go with the form of the players?
I think that will be a quite good headache for coach and the captain, because all the players are performing. Devon Conway was brilliant, Will Young was brilliant, Ross Taylor was magnificent, uh, and Tom Litton's captaincy, as Prasad said, he was terrific. So it will be a good headache for captain. Let's see what they pick their 11 for WTC final.
Okay, so you are saying that all the squad, every player has given a message that we are ready for the World Test Championship, bring it on. So, Prasad, uh, we had a series. We saw how New Zealand played in the first test match. They were quite defensive in the last day. And this in this game they were pretty good aggressive. So where do you put New Zealand with respect to World Test Championship final?
Like I said, they will be at the top. I think so, because considering they have played the cricket and they have the form. But you cannot underestimate India. They are also a good team and they are playing good cricket. Also, like if there is a report that in a practice match, Rishabh Pant scored a century and Shubman Gill scored an 80 odd runs. So they are also looking good. It will be a hell of a contest, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope India wins.
Yeah. So Shubham, one quick question for you: is India ready for WTC finals, and can they beat New Zealand?
For that, I don't have the answer. But yeah, if you look at both the teams look similar. If you look at the batting attack of New Zealand and India, top order looks solid. If we have Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill, they have Devon Conway and Tom Latham. And in middle order, if we have Virat Kohli, they have Kane Williamson. If we have Ajinkya Rahane, they have Ross Taylor. And the bowling attack. So it will be a quite good contest to watch.
I think spin
Okay.
will play a key role. Spin.
Yeah, spin will be the difference between the two
I
teams
think.
because
Yeah.
we have Ash
Okay.
and
So the the summary of this series was Devon Conway had a brilliant debut. It was a dream debut for him, but I hope that was not for James Bracey. Got on ducks couple of times. So I hope he comes out of it and does good. So that was it, guys. That was a wrap up for us. So I hope you like this video. So do like, comment, and share this video with your cricket fans. Also subscribe to our channel. And in this we have a surprising video for you. It is a road to finals of India. So check that out. Some relive the moments against series against Australia and England the way. Okay, so stay safe, guys. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.